My name's Anthony, and I'm mad scientist here in the makerspace. And for many years, already over a decade, I've been promoting the maker community. People are nowadays interested of not just crafting or building something with wood and the old school tools, but now people also want to involve electronics and IoT and want to do something with computers and blinking lights and motors and building robots. I've been involved in the Belgian community for many years and trying to democratize people being active in technology. The maker culture is something that now exists for only a couple of years, and it grew a bit out of people who have been crafting and building stuff in their sheds. The old guy in the blue coat has his dove house and he's working on the dove house to make it up and running. We're doing a bit of the same thing, but now we involve technology in that. I'm very much interested in anything that has to do with STEM, with science, technology, engineering and mathematics. I love these subjects and I love to bring them into the real world and make touchy and tangible things with them. And that's what maker culture is about. It's about all the interests that people have. Maybe they come from a computer science background or come from a biology background and they want to build stuff with technology. And a maker is somewhat this modern version of what used to be the guy in his shed who's making something. Now there's a huge community that's been doing a lot of things for people, for the community, for companies. And we see a lot of young people also getting involved in that and getting their hands dirty and making technological solutions. Of course, we just had the Corona crisis, which was a huge crisis. But what we saw in that crisis was that everybody could get involved in trying to find solutions for that. I've been leading an organization here in Belgium called the Corona Think Tank, where we gathered thousands and thousands of citizens to work together on creating homemade face masks, on video conferencing systems. And what we saw there is that all these people have skills. Maybe they can sew, maybe they can make a website, maybe they can communicate about these things. And also young people have skills there that maybe the older generation, which I belong to now, doesn't have. They know how to communicate in an efficient way, they know how to make videos, they can create their own club that's making face masks. And we've seen the whole community, everybody, independent of what their backgrounds are, what their ages are, we've seen everybody involved in that. So it's really an inclusive thing that we can do there. If there's these big challenges ahead of us, even community and even citizens, young people, old people, everybody can contribute to that. And what we also learned about that, when people have some skills, they can make a great communication plan, they can make a great website, or they can create patterns for face masks. They will do it if they have these skills, and if we allow them to do it, then we can go really fast in this community and creating solutions for pretty big problems that we as a society are facing. And everybody's involved in there. And we call this system duocracy, when people do stuff instead of waiting until somebody asks them to do stuff. When they know, well, I've got this skill, I can make a great video on how to create a face mask, for example. And if we allow them to create these videos, then we don't have to wait for a democratic system or a hierarchy to move further. But if we allow people to do stuff with the skills that they have, we can move a lot faster than we used to do. I'm the older generation, and there's a new generation here, but I have kids as well who are between 15 and 18 years old. And what I see is they are way ahead of me. We shouldn't ignore that they have skills. We shouldn't ignore them as adults. We think we know how to do it. But I think we should definitely listen to them, how you want to solve that as the younger generation. What are your skills? They definitely have skills that we as an older generation don't have. Allow these people to do what they're good at. Don't tell them how to do it, but listen to how they want to do it and allow them to do it in their way, with their skills, with their experience, with their expertise as the younger generation. They are now in a digital world. Most of them learn and grow up in a digital world, and they have some new ideas, some bright ideas, and I think we should, as adults, should be listening to them. Listen to what happens, what is changing. For me, it's been a revelation how my children think, for example, about gender neutrality, for example. Me and my wife often have like, what's happening here in the world? But we can ask our children, what's happening in the world? Why can't I choose between a boy and a girl in the new games? Oh wow, Dad and Mom, this is the new world. And we listen to them and we learn a lot from them. I think that's the most important thing.